Yeah, I'm in my second term, and we just started drawing with charcoal with our first cast, and my favorite subject would probably be figure drawing. It's very fun to have the living model in front of you, and study the body and how anatomy works. And in that time we get really focused on the drawings and develop our skills very much.
I'm in my last year right now, studying oil painting, and just got into limited palette. Limited palette is very challenging because you go from just having basically black and white to having a color temperature and just a color wheel. It's like adding a third dimension to the black and white. There's so much more to keep track of. The painting is so much more rewarding than just charcoal, because you can get so much depth and you can turn forms so much better than charcoal, or it's easier. I would say anatomy is helpful. I think we get a scaffolding for drawing the model, since we're doing the model from life, and maybe it's a bit hard to conceive of the three-dimensional shapes if you don't know what's going on inside the body. So you get a blueprint for the body. A day at SARA, I would say, normally you get up pretty early to go to school. Usually you have everything ready in school. You have to prep everything the day before. I have modeling in the morning for 3 hours, I think. Very focused work. Mostly people are very silent. We just really dial in on the painting. Then we have lunch for an hour. Usually that's when we socialize and let the steam out after the intense 3 hours. And then we proceed with 4 hours of cast painting or drawing, but soon we'll be doing still lifes, and that's a bit more relaxed. Evening classes we have once or twice a week, maybe, something like that. For example, I have portrait once a week and also anatomy. They're very helpful, but it is intense to stay in school for that long time, but they're really helpful.
So the school is open on Saturdays for students to have portrait classes, and those are organized by the student. So we sit for each other and to draw each other. And it's always for a few hours, and we can discuss our work and draw.
And usually we stay a bit after the portrait as well, because the school is such a homey place. It has a very homey vibe. So usually we stay after, hang out for a bit and talk, eat. Yeah, it's a very, very comfortable environment.
We do spend a lot of time with each other, and Saturday is a really good place and time for doing that, and not to have the teachers over you, and instead express yourself and do our own things instead.
The instructor of SARA, I think it's really refreshing because we have very competent teachers here, and they are very keen on showing us how to do things, and they will come up to us and sure, they'll give us a critique and talk about what is right or wrong, but they will also usually, if they feel there's a need be, they will show us on the painting or drawing what we need to do, and that is super helpful.
Yes, and we also get a lot of time for trying by yourself and learning, so not only get the critique from teachers, but also get the guidelines to how to work and which direction we should go for.
You get a mission sort of, and you can follow through on your own.
So we also get the goals for every week or day. For example, work with this on your drawing, or the goal for the day is to finish something, and that is very motivation as well. And because the teachers of the studios or the school, we also can discuss with them. So yeah, we get a lot of ideas on how to work and how to think in different ways.
I think SARA is a really cool place because we are in this small Swedish town, sort of the countryside, but we have so many different people from different parts of the world represented. And I think that brings a lot of depth to the school and a lot of experience, different experiences coming together, and we could get to learn a lot from each other. It's a really interesting environment.